All right, we're going to try something new today. I'm coming at you. Let me walk around from my little crafting room where we normally do our Facebook Live stuff, but unfortunately I can't be live on Saturday. So I thought I would go ahead and record it. We're just going to try to see how this works, and because this is what we'll be doing, I think, from now on after this series is over. But I promised you chocolate pasta, and I wanted to fulfill that because I know you're waiting with bated breath. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try this. I'm just going to throw it up there like it's a live video. I just won't be as live and interactive, right? So, but I will read your comments if you have any comments, and I will respond to them. I just have a conflicting schedule on Saturday. So, but I wanted to get this out there. So it is Thursday night, and I'm coming at you live from my craft room. Okay, so we're going to make chocolate pasta. You know, I love my pasta book, and this is linked in my other blog posts that whenever we've done the pasta, but I will put this in there, the link to that as well. So chocolate pasta. I don't know why I chose it. It just seems something a little different and something you don't see a lot of. But it's not really a sweet pasta. I've never made it before, so maybe I'm wrong, but you don't add any sweetener to it, and your liquid is all in your eggs. So this is going to be a little bit different. The recipe calls for the pasta flour mix, which, you know, I don't do. So we're going to wing this a little bit. And I'm not measuring a couple of things, but you've seen me make pasta before. You guys have made pasta before, hopefully by now. So basically all you need is you just need your flour. You can use your double aught. You can make the pasta flour mix. Let's just take a look at that real quick, and I'll tell you what's in there. Oh, this is the one that has the all-purpose, the durum, and the semolina. So that's really a good pasta mix. If you have that stuff, you can use it. And if you don't, just do your all-purpose. So we're going to use 3/4 of a pound. I'm going to weigh that out here in just a second. Of all-purpose flour. We're going to use 4 eggs. We're going to use some cinnamon, and we're going to use some Hershey. Well, we're going to use cocoa powder. The recipe calls for like a nice red Dutch cocoa powder, but if you can't find that, that's okay. Most of us have this Hershey's cocoa powder, as long as it's unsweetened. That's all. Just make sure it's unsweetened, okay? And I always have my water bottle sitting right here for you guys. Hold on. I gotta come around. How you guys doing? You thought you were going to get away and I wasn't going to say that, huh? Look, I always have the chicken librarian right there. It's kind of weird doing this without you guys there. It's totally weird, but I'm going to talk to you like you are there. Okay, so I'm going to set a couple things aside, and I'm going to weigh out my flour first. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my kitchen scale, and I'm going to use this bowl, and I'm going to put it on pound ounces, and I'm going to tare it. And I'm going to get this right here. And I am going to use, because this is such a kind of throwing me off a little bit, I'm just going to use this scoop. And I'm going to weigh out 12 ounces, because 12 ounces is 3/4 of a pound. Okay? That's all I'm doing. And honestly, I probably could have just used that bowl, but whatever. All right. I'm at 4. Well, let me keep going. I probably should have used that bowl. It's actually more than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I thought it was going to be like this little bitty bowl full. But you know what? I probably should have just done that. And I just realized the other thing I didn't do was I did not bring in something to stir this with. So we're going to use our hands, and that's what we do sometimes. We just kind of figure it out. Ooh, on the nose, people, on the nose. All right, so I've done that. I'm going to set this aside. Sorry if there's a glare over here. It's nighttime, which is the beauty in doing this, I guess. Sometimes you just can use, you can do it whenever you want to. Okay, into the bowl, and now we are going to oh, let's see, I need this back. Whew, hello, might use this to stir with. So I need 2 tablespoons of, I need 2.5 tablespoons. I'm going to use my thought process here, my math skills, these really high. Genius mouse skills. So I need 2.5 tablespoons, and I know that 4 tablespoons equals a 1/4 cup, if I'm not mistaken. So what I figured I would do, because the tablespoon's dirty and my tablespoon measuring, I'm just going to eyeball this, and I need it to be a half of a 1/4 cup, so 1/8 of a cup, and like just a smidge more. All right. All right, so I'm going to sprinkle that in there. That's what I've done. I've measured out 1/8 of a cup, and then I went just a little bit more so it could be half. If you want to do that exactly, then just take your tablespoon and you're going to measure out 2.5 tablespoons. I just kind of wing it sometimes, you know me. And then you need a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm finding this all intriguing. We're going to talk about this a little bit and what we can do with chocolate pasta. I've researched some recipes just because, like I said, I've never made this before, but I'm very intrigued by it. All right, so now I'm just going to get in there and I'm going to mix it with my hands to just mix it all together, and then you're going to make your well. Well, you guys you know this by now. You've watched me make pasta before. We mix it together and then we make a well, and if you're really good, you can do it on the cutting board. I'm not good at that. As we've discussed. And then you're just going to crack 4 eggs in there, and then you're going to start, incorporating those eggs in. So we're not using any other liquid with this. Like I said earlier, the eggs, they are our liquid, okay? So let's just get that going real quick. I've had a double of a time this week with getting the shells into my whatever I'm making with eggs. So these eggs need to be at room temperature, okay? Okay, 2 more. And then I got to mark it tomorrow. So this is Thursday night that I'm talking to you guys. Normally I'm telling you about my week. And on Saturday, I'm summarizing the week for you. I don't have any really good tales this week. Honestly, it was kind of a weird week for me. So I did have a good market on Tuesday, though. Liked that downtown Binghamton vibe. All right. I just realized I really should have brought a fork in because my hands are going to get really messy. So let's go ahead and get us some flour out into this little bowl, because you remember what happened last time. I used too much liquid, and I ended up having to take the lid off. So I'm trying to learn from my mistakes, right? And so I'm just going to put a bunch of flour in here because we're going to be rolling it out too. Okay. So let's just make sure we got everything. I'm reading our recipe, and you ready? You ready for this? Okay, here we go. We're just going to start incorporating this in. Maybe I can just do this slowly. I wonder if I should have, nope, it didn't say anything about beating the eggs. They're still kind of together here. Don't use my technique because I'm not professional here. All right, we're just going to keep, I'm just trying to break those eggs open. They're little devils here. All right, so, I don't know, I'm having fun here. Sorry, I got really distracted by the eggs. You know how I get sometimes. If you've watched me for any length of time, sometimes I just go into the zone and I just have a little fun here. And I forget that you're there, and then I pop back in and I say, hey, oh, you got an audience there. All right. It's just kind of weird because you guys aren't here. So this pasta is like very, dough is very dry to me, but it doesn't say to add any liquid to it. We're going to keep going with it. This might be good. Except for I think we need some more liquid. Weird. 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 See, this is why I'm doing it a little earlier instead of like tomorrow afternoon whenever I get back from my market. So I have a market in Walton tomorrow. And it's been going really good. Walton's been really good. Yeah, I've been selling some stuff. I got all my stuff uploaded, everything except for, I'm just going to do this now. Okay. So I didn't incorporate all of this in because it's really dry. Let me show this to you. It's really dry. All right, so see, I have a lot left over. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to use it, and we're going to do it because I'm a little concerned about this. Last time I was too wet, remember? But let's just go ahead and see. Let's play this out, and let's see if we can't incorporate some of that egg stuff down in there. And if it gets wet, then we have a little bit of a mixture left. So we're just going to play this by ear. If you remember the last time I did this, I used too much liquid, and it ended up being really wet. And then I ended up, it just was, it was a mess. I was a mess. So let's try not to be too much of a mess tonight. So all I've done now is I'm just going to start kneading it because, you have to knead it for about 10 minutes until it becomes really elasticy and stuff. So I'm hoping I can see how it's incorporating that egg in there now, and it's becoming a little bit more, not as dry as it was. So we're looking pretty good now, but we're just going to keep working it off of our hands. I hope you guys like this way to do the videos. I'm thinking this might be a good way just to pop on and do these Saturday morning videos, just to record them during the week, and then I can schedule them. But I miss, I'm going to miss catching up with you guys. I'm just trying to get this off of my hands now. I'm going to miss catching up with you guys live, though, but I'm sure we'll work it out. We had a good book group tonight. It was great. I got to meet some new people. Mostly I've known them for a little while, but just not face-to-face like we did tonight. So that was nice. That's a good way to make those connections. This week was busy. I had a market on Sunday. I met some fabulous people there too. And then Tuesday I had a market. Both of those markets were in Binghamton. And that was really fun. I met some really, really good people. And then I have a market in Walton. And yeah, I think that's good. I think a Tuesday and a Friday are good markets. And then I've got some specialty markets coming up. Oh, I listed everything on my website, on my blog, or my web shop, I mean. So I didn't list the bug spray yet, but the hand sanitizer, the air fresheners, the pin cushions, what else? Lotion bars, this limited edition salves. Those are all up there right now. So if you want to take a peek at that, you can. There is a link in my, on my Facebook page there to the shop. I don't think my shop should link automatically to the Facebook, but for some reason I think that that's down right now, so I don't think it did that. What else? I'm reading a really good book. Although, I don't know what's going on with books recently. I've been reading some pretty good books, like the one we discussed, but like the endings just seem to kind of like, there's like all this meat and potatoes like in the beginning and the middle, and then you get to the end and it kind of falls flat, and I don't know why. And I don't remember the name of the book. The author is the lady who wrote that the TV series that Reese Witherspoon is in, Big Little Lies, is that the name of it? She wrote those books. Whatever that book series is, whoever wrote that's who wrote this book, and it's really good, but it just, the ending, I'm kind of like, But I took some time this week to stop and read. I've been trying to remember to stop. It's been a really weird week. I ain't gonna lie. It's been really weird. So I've been trying to take some time to read. The chickens have been doing really well. They were out all day yesterday. We got some people around this weekend, so they won't get as much outside time. It's supposed to be really hot. What else? Started walking in the mornings with my friend Melissa. She might be tuning in. Let's see. I was like, no, she's not, because I want to be with her. That's why I can't be here. She's not going to be tuning in. She's going to be with me. So anyway, don't tell anybody. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Still working on my display for my markets a little bit. I'm going to start some virtual classes, I think, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to figure out how to do that and where to do that and stuff. Okay, so I'm feeling good about this, guys. So I still didn't incorporate this flower in because this is really nice. This feels really good to me, okay? So that's all we're going to do. And I was going to taste the dough, but then I realized that I probably shouldn't because it's got raw egg in it, and that's a no-no. All right, I'm just trying to get some of the stuff off my hands here. Okay, so let's roll this out, and then I think I'm going to cut this into. I'm probably going to cut it into the fettuccine side. The fettuccine sounds good, and I'm going to tell you why. So whenever I did my research for this, and you're like chocolate pasta, my friend Melissa was asking me about this. And she was saying, well, what do you do with chocolate pasta? And I'm like, well, my research has told me that, it's not just a dessert pasta, but a lot of people are using it as a dessert pasta. So a couple of the things that you can do is, like you have a mole sauce, which is a chocolate sauce for chicken. You can pair this with like a rich meat-based meal that you would put over pasta. And you're just going to use chocolate pasta. So think of like some sort of like heavier, stewy kind of thing. You could use that just to give it a little bit of a kick. But I did see a bunch of like dessert pastas and then some like cream-based pasta sauces as well, recipes. So we'll talk about that, but I'll also link it on my blog whenever I do this, whenever I put it on the blog. I'm a little behind in that. So I've attached my roller. You remember we got to roll it out to a certain thickness, and then we change, and then we roll out and cut our fettuccine, okay? And this time, what we're going to do whenever we cut our fettuccine is we're going to do them and twist them into the little nest, and that's how we're going to dry them this time. Last time I made a mess out of it. I ain't going to lie. I didn't tell you guys that, but I ain't going to lie. I'm going to switch this camera around a little bit. I don't want to get that light there, but I also feel like maybe you can't see me as well. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. I think we go at about a 2 on that. And we always turn this down to 1. We always start on 1. We want to flour it a little bit, although I don't feel like it needs it, but you never know once we get it rolling out, okay? Here we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to cut it. I'm supposed to cut it. You guys, this is why I don't do this at night. I totally flaked. I was supposed to cut this into pieces. You remember? I cut it into quarters and I do it that way. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. It's really sticky too, so now I know that we didn't need that extra little bit of flour. Oopsie, sometimes we do these things, don't we? That's about a quarter. All right. This one we'll cut in half again. All right. That's what happens sometimes. It's okay. We just roll with it. We're not professionals here. I keep saying that, don't I? And this is looking like, I almost kind of do feel like it needed a little bit more liquid in it. Oops, I just folded it over. It's all right. It'll probably smooth out. I did that one. Well, I did one, but the first one about 3 times. Okay. Oh, I can't get it. Okay, there we go. Hello. It's about 9 o'clock here, in case you wanted to know. In case you're wondering what time I was filming this, 9 o'clock. I'm only going to roll out. Well, I should probably do it all, I guess. I said that the last time, then I ended up with like a mess. It smells really good. It smells so good. All right. I'm going to turn it on to 3, and I might not go past a 3 because I kind of, well, now I'm debating in my head if I wanted to do like the smaller and then just do the smaller pasta, like the angel hair or whatever. No, I think I'm going to stick with the fettuccine just because of the desserts we're going to talk about. I think we want to stick with that. I don't know how many times I went through on 3. I think I went through twice already. So let's talk about some of those desserts. So like I said, it would be like really kind of fun to do this with like a rich, heavy kind of stew meat and use this as the pasta base for that. But you can also do like a cream sauce. So I want to turn this back over to one. I'm just going to keep talking. We're just going to keep going through our motions here. And like the one recipe I found was gorgonzola cream sauce, which would be really fun too. But I would imagine any sort of like kind of creamy based sauce would be good with it. There was also a pistachio pesto. But if you don't, I have pistachios. But if you don't, then I was just thinking about that ramp pesto that we made, or that I made. I don't think I made it with you guys. And then I made it into a pasta. I wonder how that would be with a little bit of chocolate. It might be gross though. But there was a lasagna made out of chocolate pasta. So you just sweeten your ricotta and then you use fruit and you use the chocolate pasta as your lasagna noodles. So that sounded really good too. And no, it's like, oh, I'm just imagining you guys being like, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. And I'm like, I know. See, I just answered myself because I was thinking that in my head. So what else was there? There was a raspberry balsamic sauce. So it's all kind of like, it is more dessert based, but you can use it in just like with regular, a dish that would call for pasta that might sound like it would be good with chocolate. And like I said, it's not going to be overly sweet, so you're not getting like this sweet base because we didn't add any sweetener. We were using unsweetened cocoa. It smells really good. Like it doesn't even smell sweet. It smells really good. That one turned out really nice. I'm pleased with that one. All right, we're just going to keep going, rocking and rolling with this, and then I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and we're going to do those little nests, and then we're going to be done. I can't see. Oh, I've been on for 22 minutes. So, I'm trying to keep these a little briefer. John did really good last week, didn't he? He did really good. Told us all about how to grind our own meat, and he kept it to, I think we were done in less than 45 minutes, which is not easy whenever you get to rocking and rolling. But we froze all of that beef, or not beef, but the venison that we ground. We froze all of that, and so now we're good to go. Oh, you know what, people? I just rolled it out on the 3. I forgot to turn the thing back over. I probably should have had coffee before I did this. Because see, now you're not going to see me drinking my coffee in the morning, are you? You're going to be like, why is it dark and she's not drinking coffee and she's not on top of her game? It was a weird week. It was a really weird week. I can't even begin to tell you how weird of a week it was. It was weird. I don't even know. I think people are starting to lose their cool. I think that this pandemic and the shutdown and everything is just really getting to people because it's just been a weird week. All right, so this guy isn't going to be as big, and that's okay. I could have probably left him with the other one and just rolled out 3, but that's okay. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to feel for thickness here because, yeah, I might want to run him through once on 3. Even though I started on 3, I think I'm going to go back and do just one round. And you'll get a feel for this if you haven't made pasta a lot. It's pretty easy to recognize, whenever your thickness is not matching. And does it really matter? It's homemade pasta. It's homemade chocolate pasta. All right. So I'm going to remember to turn this over this time to 1. I'm going to flour this just a little bit more. And we're going to roll out. Yeah, I think these last 2 pieces probably could have stayed together, but that's okay. That's all right. It all works. I'm trying to I've been with you guys enough now that I'm trying to figure out what kind of questions you would ask, and if there's something else I need to answer. Let's see. I don't think so. I made a couple notes over there, but I told you mostly about those. I'll put the recipes on the blog post. I'm a little behind in blogging and getting these up. I think I owe you. This will be my 3rd one I owe you. Just because I got a little busy. Trying, getting my market set and getting product made for my markets. But I think I have a good handle on that now. There for a while because I didn't have any products made up already. I was scrambling between markets to get things made and stuff. And so I feel like I'm good on that now. I just kind of supplement where I have holes. And I got everything online, which I had already said. So that was good. That was the other one that I was having a little struggling with a little bit was just kind of getting everything on my web shop. Got all that done. Let's see. I'm looking around. It's a mess. I'll look over there on that side of the room. I got the house cleaned up this week, and now it's a disaster again, of course. But I took some time to read, so what can you say? What can you do? No, I'm like, you can't see the other side of the room. Okay, good. All right. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to shut this off. We're going to roll this out real quick into, we're going to do fettuccine. And then we're going to, I'll show you how to do those little nests. And then we're going to lay that out to dry. Okay. You remember the first time I did this and I was so nervous to turn this on and run the pasta through? You remember that? I don't know if you guys remember that. I remember that. Okay, we're just going to give this a little toss in the flour. See, this will be good because they won't be super long noodles anyway, so that'll be good. It'll be perfect. It's always perfect, no matter what. Right? Oh, look at those. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Lovely. Now the holes, of course, they're falling apart because of the holes. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. I might actually, no, I don't want to do it in there. So let me take, you know what I'm going to do? I want to put them into a bowl with some flour, but I don't need that much flour. So I'm just going to pour some of this back in there. Gracefully, of course. You didn't notice that, did you? All right, we're just going to toss it with a little bit of flour, and then we'll make our nest. Not that I've ever made a nest before, but we're going to give it a little whirl, right? We're going to just straighten them out a little bit. They probably didn't even need the flour, but sometimes they get droopy or whatever. I still want to eat a piece. Maybe I will later. If we keep doing this much longer, I'm going to have my whole, you remember how I've been telling you that I want to do, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I have no idea. I need help. You're supposed to just be able to, like, kind of nest it, I guess. There we go. All right. I think I was trying to contrive it. I was trying to contrive it a little bit more than what it needed to be. All right, that's all I needed. Okay, let's roll out another one. We'll do that. We'll keep practicing that until we get it right, or until we run out of pasta. Totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, shocker. Shocker, shocker. Oh, I know. I was saying that I told you guys that I wanted to do like a big pasta making day so I could have all my pasta made. So then we just dry it and stuff. But if we keep doing this, then I definitely will have it done before much longer, huh? Okay. So let's see if we can do that a little bit more gracefully this time, all right? Grace is not my middle name. Grace was my grandmother's name, though. Let's see. We'll just give it a little toss in here. Sometimes I think that kind of helps get me situated. And then I don't know. You're supposed to do this to them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe you guys know. And if we were live, you'd be like, no, that's not how you do it. You should have been live. You can tell me that. That's cool. Oh goodness, you guys. It's past my bedtime. Which is weird to say because you guys are going to be watching this on Saturday and you're going to be like, what? All right. Okay. Let's lay it down and let's just fold it around. Okay? Into a little nest. And then let's open up the center a little bit. That's all I did. Okay. We're going to do it like that. All right. I think that's fine. You know what? Make it up. However you want to do it. Does not matter. Okay. These are going to be a little longer. Oh, it smells so good, you all. It smells so good. All right. It's not sweet. It's not a sweet smell. It's like, so like this would be kind of, you know, like this would be the sweet to the savory sauce, or this would be the savory to the sweet sauce. That's what's so interesting about it. Oh, this one worked a little bit better. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, sort of, sort of, sort of. We almost have it, friends. We almost have it nested. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay, I like that one better. That one was better. So forgive the awkwardness of the other two. Okay, we're going to put this to the side and we'll try to incorporate it into this last one. Or we can just make it its own little nest. We'll make all the odds and ends part of their own. We're almost done, almost done. Ooh. Okay. So now I just have to remember. I think it was because it's longer and it's not. It didn't have so many of those little cut pieces. Okay, we'll figure it out. We're figuring it out. Woo! Look at that. So, like I was saying, this would be the savory to the sweet sauce, or it would be. Okay, how did I do that? Oh, maybe I should take, oh, it would be the savory to the sweet or the sweet to the savory, depending on which sauce you're doing. Oh my goodness, you guys, I've made a mess. Shocker. All right, I'm just gonna put them all in the bowl. We're gonna try this over here, and then we're gonna go to bed. The chicken's already in bed. I gotta go put them away. All right, let's give this a little toss. Let's bring it out. I don't think it matters. You know what? Let's just not nest it. I'm done with it. I'm over it. You guys should be too. All right, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. See if I can't get that nesting action done a little bit. This one looks really good. This one I didn't even flour. These two look okay. I don't know if you can see them. Let me bring my perfect little nest over to you, and then we'll say goodnight. Or we'll say, have a good day. There's my little cute little nest. I like it. All right, thanks for, let me know how this goes, okay? This might be what I do from now on. Just so, you know, we can have some video and some interaction. I do miss you guys. I do hope you have a good rest of the day. All right, see ya.